Scandal rocks WWE. Bianca Belair and Jimmy Uso caught in a shocking twist. Montez Ford devastated. This is the kind of scandal that doesn't just shake a locker room. It splits the entire WWE Universe in two. When we talk about real-life drama colliding with kayfabe, this is the headline. Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, the face of the women's division, the pride of SmackDown, the role model fans have looked up to for years, has just been caught in a whirlwind controversy involving none other than Jimmy Uso. And trust us, this isn't just a passing rumor or a speculative Reddit thread. The smoke is real, and it's rising like a volcano about to erupt. And in the ashes of it all, Montez Ford, hurt, betrayed, possibly broken. We're going to break this entire thing down, piece by piece. And you, yes, you watching, need to stay till the end because what we're about to expose will change how you see WWE's locker room, forever. Let's start with what fans saw, but didn't understand. Backstage tensions have been boiling for weeks, and if you were watching closely, you probably noticed the subtle glances. The slightly off-script hugs. The moments on Raw and SmackDown that felt off. Bianca Belair and Jimmy Uso were seen together far too often, and not just in group bloodline meetings or promo sessions. It started innocently enough. A few IG stories here and there. A behind-the-scenes WWE.com exclusive showing Bianca laughing at a joke Jimmy made while Montez was standing off to the side. People brushed it off as locker room banter. Then things started getting weird. Montez Ford, the man known for his energy, his charisma, his spark, started to dim. He started coming to shows late. He started declining interviews. Sources close to the locker room revealed he even requested time off from creative twice in the last month. And here's where it gets even darker. When asked about it backstage, Montez didn't deflect. He didn't lie. He just looked down and said, "Ask them. Them. As in Jimmy. As in Bianca. So what the hell happened? Let's break it down with timeline-level accuracy." Week 1. Tension begins. Backstage cameras at a live event caught Jimmy and Bianca leaving catering together. Montez was seen walking the opposite direction, phone in hand, ignoring both. Fans at the venue reported seeing Bianca and Jimmy standing together long after their segments ended. Week 2. Montez's behavior changes. Montez Ford appeared visibly shaken during his match with Ricochet. Botches. Missed spots. Fans chalked it up to an off night. It wasn't. Post-show, Ford posted a cryptic story. "The ones you trust the most are the ones who'll bury you." Week 3. The spark that lit the flame. Jimmy Uso posts an IG story with Bianca's custom EST hat in the background. Fans caught it. Froze the frame. It wasn't photoshopped. Montez Ford deletes all photos of Bianca from his social media accounts. Every single one. Bianca Belair disables comments on her Instagram. That was the moment it stopped being speculation. WWE officials tried to contain it, but the leak got out. According to internal reports, Montez confronted both Jimmy and Bianca backstage during a SmackDown taping in Tampa. It wasn't pretty. Words were exchanged. Voices raised. Montez reportedly stormed out of the building mid-show. And here's the kicker. Creative was forced to rewrite the night's segment to exclude both Ford and Jimmy, citing personal issues. So what's the story behind the scandal? Some say it's personal chemistry that went too far. Jimmy, separated from Naomi during storyline travel dates, was leaning on locker room friends for support. Bianca, always trying to be helpful, offered an ear. Montez, overbooked, tired, missing shows due to brand splits, wasn't around as much. And like that, an emotional friendship turned into something else. We're not saying it was physical. We're saying it crossed a line. Bianca Belair is married. Jimmy Uso is married. They've both spoken proudly about loyalty. About commitment. About keeping it real. But something real just shattered, because trust once broken never rebuilds the same. And the fans. They're going ballistic. Half the fanbase is demanding answers. The other half is blaming WWE for exploiting real-life drama for ratings. And let's be honest. WWE hasn't confirmed it publicly, but you can feel the shift. Montez was supposed to be on a solo push. Why did that mysteriously get dropped? Bianca hasn't had a major title feud in weeks. Jimmy's storylines are suddenly frozen. Even Bloodline promos have avoided mentioning him. They're trying to clean this mess with silence. But here's what they didn't count on. You, the fans. The ones who see through the PR. You can't hide real emotion in wrestling. We see it in the eyes. The cracks in the voice. The missed cues. And ever since this scandal broke, every single segment involving these three has felt like walking across a minefield. So what happens next? Montez Ford is reportedly in serious talks about taking a hiatus. That's right. Montez Ford, who was being groomed as a main event singles star, is thinking about stepping away. And who could blame him? The man trusted the system. Trusted his marriage. Trusted his peers. And when all of that explodes in 1 month, what's left? Meanwhile, Bianca Belair has gone radio silent. No new TikToks. No gym posts. No tweets. That's not just PR. That's someone who knows she's under the microscope. And Jimmy, still doing his thing. Still smiling on TV. But fans are noticing. He's been pulled from promotional material. His appearances are getting shorter. Is WWE quietly freezing him out until the dust settles? Or are they planning something even wilder? Because let's be real. This scandal, as tragic and real as it is, has the potential to become the most emotionally raw storyline WWE has ever run. They've done love triangles. They've done betrayals. But this is layered, personal, painful. Imagine this. Montez returns. Not as the hype man, but as a vengeful, broken soul. Bianca caught in the middle, trying to win back respect from a universe that now sees her differently. Jimmy Uso, arrogant, unapologetic, claiming he was the one who saw the real Bianca. The crowd would be on fire. And maybe, just maybe, Montez Ford turns heel. Not to be evil, but because heartbreak has a way of corrupting even the purest souls. But here's the danger. WWE can't treat this like fiction. They have to handle this with care. Because what's happening is real. People are hurt. Families are affected. You can't script trauma without consequences. So what do we, the fans, do now? We watch. We speak. We demand transparency. And most of all, we support Montez. We support truth. And we don't let WWE twist this into cheap content without accountability. Comment below your thoughts. Are you Team Montez? Team Bianca? Do you think Jimmy crossed the line? And share this video. Let the world know that the fans aren't just passive consumers, we're watchdogs. This is WrestlingNewsCC, and we keep the spotlight where it belongs. Because this is more than drama. This is betrayal. This is heartbreak. This is war in the WWE locker room. Alright, buckle up because this WWE drama just exploded harder than a steel cage match gone wrong. Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, the face of Raw's women's division, the gold standard, has just been thrown into the hottest, juiciest scandal of the year involving none other than Jimmy Uso. And poor Montez Ford, he's stuck right in the eye of this storm, left in total despair. This isn't your average backstage rumor or a simple tabloid whisper. This is the kind of explosive, career-altering, relationship-shattering scandal that has the entire wrestling world talking. And trust me, every single detail will have you gasping, yelling, and smashing that comment button by the end of this video. Let's break down what we know so far, what this means for WWE, and what the fallout could look like for all parties involved. We're going to unpack every angle, from personal to professional, and why this drama could change the entire locker room dynamic forever. So stay tuned, because you absolutely cannot miss a second of this. The calm before the storm. Bianca and Montez, the power couple. Before this scandal broke, Bianca Belair and Montez Ford were the epitome of the perfect power couple in WWE. From their infectious chemistry on screen to their real-life support for each other, they seemed unbreakable. Montez, with his high-flying style and infectious charisma, has always been Bianca's biggest cheerleader. Meanwhile, Bianca, the EST, is known for her relentless dedication, athleticism, and heart-stopping performances. Together, they were a beacon of hope, strength, and love in the WWE Universe. Fans admired their unity, their shared passion for the business, and the way they lifted each other up. Social media was flooded with hashtag Bianca and Montez goals posts, and the wrestling community couldn't get enough of their connection, on or off camera. But then, the whispers started. The Jimmy Uso connection. From friend to foe. Jimmy Uso, half of the legendary Usos tag team, has long been a respected figure in the WWE locker room. Known for his loyalty, in-ring prowess, and deep roots in the Anoa'i family, Jimmy has been a rock for many superstars. But recently, his name has been pulled into a scandalous situation involving Bianca Belair that no one saw coming. Rumors surfaced that Bianca and Jimmy shared more than just professional respect and backstage camaraderie. Allegations of secret meetings, private conversations late into the night, and unprofessional interactions have started circulating, painting a complicated and controversial picture. Sources say this isn't just innocent friendship. Some insiders claim there were moments when boundaries were crossed, leading to tension, heartbreak, and confusion. Montez Ford, who has always been open about his devotion to Bianca, reportedly found out about these interactions through backstage whispers, leaving him devastated. Montez Ford in despair. The human side of WWE drama. Montez Ford isn't just a wrestler, he's a person who's now caught in a whirlwind of betrayal and heartbreak. Imagine putting your trust and love into someone, only to find out your closest friend and teammate might have been involved in secretive dealings behind your back. The emotional toll, massive. The impact on his focus in the ring, tremendous. We're hearing reports that Montez has been noticeably distracted during recent events. His usual infectious energy on the mic and in matches seems dimmed. Close friends say he's struggling to balance his personal pain with his professional responsibilities. And with WWE's demanding schedule, there's little room for emotional downtime. What does this mean for WWE's locker room culture? The wrestling world thrives on stories, rivalries, and alliances, but when personal scandals hit, the ripple effect can be catastrophic. Trust is the currency of the locker room. When that trust erodes, factions splinter, friendships falter, and performance suffers. The Bianca-Jimmy Montez scandal threatens to shake the very foundation of Raw's locker room. Will this create factions? Will it lead to heated backstage confrontations? Could this spill into on-screen storylines? WWE Creative has a golden opportunity to either exploit this for ratings or manage the situation carefully to protect their talent's well-being. Fan reactions, outrage, support, and a flood of opinions. Social media has blown up with divided opinions. Some fans express outrage, calling for accountability and respect. Others defend Bianca, emphasizing that rumors don't equal facts and that personal lives deserve privacy. Meanwhile, Montez Ford's supporters rally around him, sending messages of encouragement and solidarity. This scandal has reignited debates about how WWE handles its talents' personal lives and whether the company offers adequate support during such crises. Fans are demanding transparency, but also compassion. Potential career fallout and next steps. For Bianca Belair, this scandal could impact her standing in WWE. Will she face disciplinary action? Will this affect her championship runs or main event pushes? For Jimmy Uso, the implications could be career-altering, potentially affecting his tag team status and future bookings. Montez Ford's trajectory is also uncertain, as emotional distress could sideline him or affect his in-ring performance. WWE's response in the coming weeks will be critical. Will they address the scandal head-on, or sweep it under the rug? How will this drama reshape alliances, storylines, and the company's image? What we're watching for. The unfolding saga. Official statements from WWE or the superstars involved. Changes in on-screen partnerships and rivalries. Social media clues or cryptic posts from the wrestlers. Possible returns or absences due to emotional or disciplinary reasons. Fan-organized campaigns supporting or condemning the involved parties. This drama isn't just a headline, it's a seismic shift in WWE's landscape that could redefine careers and rivalries for months, maybe years to come. Call to action. What do you think about this scandal? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. Share this video with your friends, your wrestling crew, and on every platform you can. Hit that like button if you want Wrestling News CC to keep you updated on every twist and turn of this explosive story. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a beat. This is Wrestling News CC, bringing you the raw, unfiltered truth from inside the squared circle. Stay tuned because this saga is far from over. Mind-blowing WWE drama. Bianca Belair caught in a scandal with Jimmy Uso, Montez Ford in despair. This is the continuation and conclusion. I'm keeping the same chaotic, intense, drama-fueled storytelling vibe. Get ready for heartbreak, betrayal, backstage politics, and one hell of a twist. Part 2. The collapse, the confrontation, and the consequences. Don't walk away from me, Bianca. The hallway echoed with Montez Ford's voice as Bianca Belair pulled her arm out of his grip. Her expression, cold, hollow. She didn't even flinch. Jimmy Uso, standing at the far end, just smirked. That infamous, smug smirk. Like he knew the war was already won. And honestly, it might have been. Montez was broken. Not just emotionally, not just personally, but professionally. The locker room was divided. Half the superstars believed Jimmy's side of the story, claiming it was just dinner and innocent. The other half didn't even bother with the details. Because when a video surfaces of Bianca and Jimmy in a VIP lounge in Miami, hands brushing, laughing a little too comfortably, and sneaking out a side door at 2 a.m., perception becomes reality. And perception spreads in WWE like wildfire. Backstage fallout. Triple H was furious. Not because of the scandal, but because the media attention was redirecting hype away from SummerSlam. That's when WWE's golden rule came into play. If it ain't in the script, it better not cost us viewership. But this was different. Fans weren't tuning out. They were tuning in droves. Twitter was ablaze. YouTubers were doing live watch-alongs. Reddit was melting down. Every eye in the wrestling world was on Bianca, Jimmy, and a visibly unwell Montez Ford. And guess what? WWE started capitalizing on it. Backstage leaks were suddenly encouraged. Camera crews were given the green light to capture unscripted moments. Even Paul Heyman reportedly called it the best damn free PR since Montreal. But at what cost? Montez Ford. Public breakdown. In a now deleted Instagram live, Montez Ford broke down crying. I gave this woman everything. Everything. Y'all think this is fake. Y'all think this is a work. Look at me. Look at me, man. The chat exploded with hearts. And more drama. Fans begged him to leave WWE. Others accused WWE of manipulating real trauma for views. But one thing was clear. This was no longer just entertainment. This was personal. Jey Uso enters the picture. You thought it couldn't get more chaotic. Enter Jey Uso. He wasn't having it. Not one bit. Backstage footage leaked by a low-level WWE cameraman and since DMCA'd showed Jey confronting his twin brother, yelling. You're throwing our name in the gutter for what, huh? For her. You messin' with Bianca just to flex. You that damn insecure since Roman left us behind. Jimmy didn't even deny it. He laughed. That was the final straw for Jey. Reportedly, Jey demanded to be written off TV indefinitely. Sources say he told WWE he's not coming back until the USO name means something again. You know what that means. WWE just lost one of their biggest stars, mid-SummerSlam build. Bianca speaks out, but it makes things worse. 3 weeks after the scandal hit, Bianca Belair broke her silence. In a sit-down exclusive with Byron Saxton, she wore all black. No glam. Just shadows under her eyes. There's a lot people don't know, she said softly. I've been unhappy for a long time. People assume I'm the villain, but I'm a human being. I made a mistake. But I'm not going to let anyone, not Montez, not Jimmy, not the fans, define who I am now. The internet exploded. Some fans called her brave. Others called her a narcissist. The hashtag Bianca exposed hashtag trended worldwide. And Montez, he posted a cryptic tweet with a photo of him burning their wedding ring in a fireplace. This wasn't just a storyline anymore. This was a meltdown. Backstage manipulation. Paul Heyman's hidden role. Here's where things get crazy. According to insider leaks, that WWE Legal is scrambling to cover up, Paul Heyman may have orchestrated this entire saga. Yeah, you heard that right. Allegedly, Heyman pitched the idea of blurring the lines of kayfabe and reality to boost ratings before WrestleMania season, and Jimmy and Bianca were willing participants. But Montez wasn't told. Let that sink in. If true, this means the man was gaslit on global television by his own wife, his coworkers, and the company he gave his life to. And guess what? The fans loved every second of it. SummerSlam shocker. The double turn. SummerSlam was supposed to be Bianca's redemption arc. She was booked in a fatal four-way against Bayley, Io Sky, and Liv Morgan for the Women's Championship. But WWE pulled a swerve. Mid-match, Bianca accidentally collided with Jimmy Uso, who was ringside for commentary. The two exchanged glances, and then it happened. Jimmy handed her brass knuckles. Bianca hesitated. Then wham. Laid out Liv Morgan. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair wins the title. Jimmy slides in and kisses her. Boos rained down from 70,000 fans. The era of Bianca and Jimmy, the heel power couple, had begun. And Montez Ford, he stormed the ring post-match. The two men brawled like animals. This wasn't scripted. This wasn't wrestling. This was war. Security had to pull them apart. And just like that, WWE hit 3 million viewers that night. Real-life fallout. Montez Ford files for separation. Days after SummerSlam, TMZ broke the news. Montez Ford has officially filed for legal separation from Bianca Belair, citing emotional manipulation, public defamation, and hostile work environment. No joint statement. No reconciliation. This was the nail in the coffin. Fans who once shipped them as WWE's strongest couple were now split down the middle. Team Ford versus Team Bianca. Vince McMahon returns, with a vengeance. You thought we were done? Nope. In the chaos, someone made a quiet return to Titan Towers. Vince McMahon. Sources say Vince hates the current direction. He reportedly called the storyline cheap reality TV, and threatened to clean house. But here's the twist. This scandal made WWE more money in 6 weeks than any planned storyline since the Bloodline saga. So now there's tension at the highest level. Vince versus Triple H versus Heyman. Everyone wants control. Everyone wants the spotlight. And in the middle of it all, 3 shattered people. Bianca, clinging to power through controversy. Jimmy, addicted to fame and the spotlight. Montez, broken, but maybe on the verge of becoming WWE's next anti-hero. The final shock. Who leaked the footage? Remember the original Miami video that started all this? Turns out, it wasn't a fan who leaked it. It was a WWE superstar. According to anonymous internal sources, WWE has surveillance of someone copying security footage and sending it to TMZ. Guess who the prime suspect is? Charlotte Flair. Why? Simple. Bianca stole her WrestleMania main event spot. Jimmy took bloodline heat away from Roman's return. And Montez, a rising babyface who could outshine her next push. She had motive. She had access. And if the rumors are true, she might have just blown up 3 careers to clear the path for her own. What happens next? Wrestling fans, we are officially in uncharted waters. Will WWE admit this went too far? Will Bianca and Jimmy survive as an on-screen couple? Will Montez get revenge? Or will he walk away forever? And will Charlotte finally be exposed as the puppet master? One thing's for sure. WWE has never been this real. This raw. This chaotic. And the fans can't stop watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Do you side with Bianca, Jimmy, Montez? Or are they all victims of WWE's hunger for views? Smash that like button. Share this with every wrestling fan you know. Because if you think this is over, think again. WrestlingNewsCC will be here for every twist, every betrayal, every backstab. We don't miss a thing.